What's up, boys? It's John here, and today we'll be talking about Shatterline. It's been a minute. Shatterline. So the last kind of video that I made about Shatterline, kind of went over about the Overwatch thing and a couple things that I thought were going to happen with Overwatch. I know this is going to be titled as an Overwatch review or a Shatterline review, and this is going to be the review for Shatterline currently at the start of November for 2022. Now this game has a planned launch date of in February. So I really don't know what's gonna happen, man. Everything that I kind of foreseen happening has happened, which is not good, because I kind of thought, look, this game's got a lot of trouble ahead of it with the amount of maps that were in it, and I'll put the link to the video somewhere in this video or the description so you can kind of see what my opinions were then. And that was like a week into the launch, and like some people were kind of like, dude, get the fuck out of here, like the game's barely been out. And I completely understand it, because yes, we all kind of have this thing where we find a new game and it's really fun to play and it gives you that dopamine hit for a couple weeks or a week, and we have to defend it. Problem is, everything I said in that video pretty much became true. It's weird though, because like the new Call of Duty's out, and I can't really gauge how many people love it. I personally wasn't into it. I personally am not gonna buy it like right now. There's no point. I don't think it's literally the same game as it was 3 years ago, and I mean that in every sense of the case. More so than ever with Call of Duty. The stigma with Call of Duty has always been, oh, it's the same game. It's the same game. This is literally the same fucking game. Like in other games, you could see a difference from, like, let's say Modern Warfare 2 to like Black Ops 1. Those look like different games. Like if you asked a gamer, are those the same game, they would tell you they're different games. But anyhow, it's a whole other topic I'm not going to get into. I want to kind of look over some points that I actually do like first with Shatterline, because it's weird. Like, I'm coming back to the game, like, and I've been in this kind of null and void spot for content right now. I know my channel's been a little dead for the last month because I haven't really been too inspired to make new videos on a lot of things, because a lot of the games just really haven't had updates that I've been really too into, to tell you the truth. Deep Rock's going to be coming out with an update. Shout out to the man out there who told me to activate Windows. Got it! Anywho, I'm going to make some Deep Rock videos when the new season comes out, which is going to happen in 2 days from now. So I'm hyped, man. I'm really excited for that. I'm really excited, and again, I think that's going to make me want to make a couple more videos for that game and do some things with that. So I'm hyped. But as far as Shatterline, this might be my last video for a while, just because there's not a lot here that's new. So over the last 2 months that the game's been out, it's dropped significantly. I mean, yes, games do usually lose like half their player base within the first month just because of hype, especially bigger games. This game has lost a lot more than half of their players. I mean, we went from like 25,000, I don't have a number right in front of me, but I did take a screenshot of it, to like 4,500 players. Like, this sucks. And the thing is, it's like, now that the people have left the game, the queue times have shot up. The people who are left playing are kind of the sweaty guys. So now if you're a new guy and you want to jump on board, you're playing against everybody who has everything unlocked. They know everything about the game, blah, 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 blah. That's not fun for you. And then another thing is, I can't queue for one mode anymore because they're so low on players in some of the modes that you're forced to queue for 2 modes of multiplayer. I don't know if there's a workaround to this, or I'm an idiot, but like, I want to play Escort. I wanted to kind of prove my point. Like, look, Escort should have been the main game mode, main focus for multiplayer. I think that's what would have helped this game do really well, is launch the game with like 3-4 Escort maps, and give it a new Escort map like once every 3 months. I think people would have been okay with that. Then slowly introduce stuff into the game. But we're talking about like shit that doesn't make sense. Like, you have Escort mode. You have added some new maps. It looks like there's a new Escort map. I can't bear to play this game enough to really get into all the new content, but for face value, there's really nothing here that's new within the past 2 months. I mean, you're talking, at least off the rip, right? They added Red Lake. So Red Lake was an operation that was already in the game. They just made it a weekly thing. So like, it would come out once every 2 weeks. You were available to play it. Now you can play it infinitely, because what happened was people got sick of playing the multiplayer and they wanted to play the PvE. That's awesome. So they're like, well, now that they're sick of playing multiplayer, let's add the other mode back in, because that's what everyone wants to play. Dope. Demolition is a permanent mode. okay, good, it should have been anyway. I don't know why that was ever a temporary mode. And then they obviously added the island map and a shipping kind of map, like the old COD 4 map. You guys remember that one? Really hectic, like close quarters, good free-for-all type of map. There's no free-for-all in this game, but whatever. And that's for some modes. But it's just like, that's kind of it. That's really all I've added. Oh, and a badass new loading screen for the Halloween season. The one thing that I want to say is, like, the PvP has not changed. No one's rezzing people because there's still no incentive to do that. The spawns are still abysmal in this gameplay. Like, you'll see a guy spawn in front of me. Like, I'm shooting another person and just, boop, guy spawns right in front of me. What the fuck? Like, why? Balancing's still bad. Malva has not been changed. None of the characters have been changed, like, to the point where they need... Because Malva does need change. Like, I know I'm playing Malva in this, and, like, I'm not going to make her look OP, but if you were playing this game since launch and you just have never left the game, you will abuse the shit out of Malva. And that's why a lot of people who you watch play this game will probably be playing Malva. She is still fucking broken. And then the last thing I want to go over is, the game does have a 7 out of 10 on Steam, and it does have mostly positive reviews. This isn't a bad game. Like, I want Shatterline to succeed. I want Shatterline to do good. And matter of fact, in one of the last videos, I really said, like, look, actually, I think it was the last update video. If it got enough likes, I was going to support them and buy, like, their $50, $60 pack. That's the other thing. Like, I can't see a lot of people buying the DLC for this game because it's just not, one, priced well, and two, it's not even worth it. Like, the battle pass, like, in most games, you can kind of argue, like, I'll buy it, I'll fuck with it. This is stupid. There's literally 3 legendary outfits for the same character. Why would I do that? I can only wear one of them at the same time. That makes no sense. Who designed that? I don't get it. Overwatch 2 kind of flopped. I think it was kind of a failure. Same with Call of Duty. But it still took away players from potentially this game. We're going to have to see in February if this game kind of comes back around. Personally, I think that it's possible for Shatterline to come back into relativity. The biggest advantage they have is that they didn't really advertise or market this game, right? This was kind of a word-of-mouth game, and so maybe they have money saved up for marketing and advertising for when they fully launch, and maybe that'll save the game and the player base. Hopefully by then they've got a lot more content to show up, and hopefully it comes out a lot quicker because February is right around the corner, and so far we're 2 months in basically, and they don't have a lot to show for it. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Leave a comment below. What do you think about Shatterline? Are you still enjoying the game thoroughly? Are you over Shatterline already? Like, did you pick the game up and drop it, so to speak? Personally, that's exactly how I felt. And are you excited for some new updates for the game? And what do you think would bring a lot of players back and make a lot of people enjoy this game more? Thanks for watching, guys, and